Up next, ladies and gentlemen, your second title bout of the evening is coming up next. This will be presented to you by our friends at Brandt and Sherman Injury Lawyers. And ladies and gentlemen, this bout will be for the RFC Amateur Bantamweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is Antonio the Guardian Hernandez.
Antonio Hernandez out of Revive MMA, took this fight on 2 weeks' notice. Straight gangster. I saw him fight on another card. He looked brilliant. Called up Aaron Davis, and Antonio Hernandez took the fight on little to no notice against Matt Robertson, a terrifying 135-pounder. It's going to be a real fight at 135 amateur.
We saw Matt coming off a huge win off of Jay Chow at RFC 1. A brilliant stand-up battle. And I mean, Chow's no slouch on the feet. Robinson stood. He hung with him in the pocket. Ended up getting a decision win. And look, sometimes things happen for a reason. We had a few opponents fall out. But man, if you couldn't pick a better fill-in than Antonio Hernandez. Yeah,
Antonio Hernandez is good everywhere. Definitely got good stand-up. Great wrestling, and then obviously coming out of Revive MMA with Aaron Davis. Good ground game, good jiu-jitsu. That's going to be a scrap at 35.
It's definitely going to be interesting to see which tools he's going to try and utilize against Robinson, because as good as Robinson's stand-up looked in his last fight, he's really known around the gym for his slick ground game.
Yeah, he's just as good on the ground.
Final touches being applied to Antonio Hernandez. He'll make his way into the ring.
Edis from Houston. We appreciate him. This fight brought to you by Brandt and Sherman Injury Lawyers. Kyle Sherman is not here tonight, but unbelievable sponsorship with Brandt and Sherman. Thank you guys so much. Antonio Hernandez looks shredded.
Hey, Kyle, if you're listening and watching us live right now, we're wishing you all the best in your professional life, buddy. We appreciate your support. We can't wait to see you in the winner's circle when you get back to town next week.
We love you, Kyle. See you soon.
And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, he is Matthew Maverick Robertson.
Matt Robertson out of Gladiators Crowley. The definition of hard work. This kid has been grinding for 5 years at least. Just building his game. Started as a teenager in Crowley, and it's been grinding at it ever since. Got better and better every show. His last performance against Jay Chow at RFC 1 was his best performance to date. He looks to go pro after this, but he's got a tough test in front of him with Antonio Hernandez.
He is definitely a tough customer. He is the definition of a gym rat as well.
Yeah, cornered by Henry Meir from Gladiators Crowley. DeAndre from Gladiators Lafayette, and boxing coach Walker. A lot of talent, a lot of good coaches in his corner, because the kid works so hard, everybody's willing to represent him. When that many people are willing to sign off on you, it says something about who you are as an athlete.
Like we said, win or lose, you can probably catch him back in the gym next week, no problem. All right, we're looking at our tailored tape right here. Robinson being 23 years of age, Hernandez 27. Hernandez has 1 inch on Matt Robinson, but Robinson has 1 year extra training on Hernandez. It'll be interesting to see how this one shakes out.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead, toss it to Bryce Boudreaux for our official fighter instructions.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout will be presented to you by our friends at Grant and Sherman Injury Lawyers. Ladies and gentlemen, this bout set for 5 3-minute rounds. And ladies and gentlemen, whenever this bout begins, the man in charge, Mr. Basil Bam Bam Maju. Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is for the RFC Bantamweight Amateur Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the Mendoza Ford, blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist representing Revive MMA, standing at 5'11", weighing in at 135 pounds. From Beaumont, Texas, he is Antonio the Guardian Hernandez.
Antonio Hernandez looks ready, shredded to the teeth.
He came for a fight, not a good time.
His opponent across the cage
and
fighting out of the Don's Wholesale red corner. This man is a freestyle fighter representing Gladiators Academy. Standing at 5'10", weighing in at 135 pounds. From Pender, Louisiana, he is Matthew Maverick Robertson.
Matt Robertson, Antonio Hernandez, about to be a fight. 5-round amateur fight.
Big,
Watch for the big explosions. We see everything.
big chance right here for both of these fighters. This is one of those fights that could change the trajectory of their career. One might decide to stay in the amateur ranks a little bit longer, or a win could catapult them to the pro level.
Yeah, both guys got a lot of fights. 5 fights for Antonio Hernandez, 10 fights for Matt Robertson. So, you know, getting on in fights, time to move over to the pro ranks, get paid for this.
Shift off now. Look for the shift. Look for the
Hey,
shift.
Katie, into this.
Find
Hey,
the
Katie,
range.
into this.
Find the range. Touch. Keep the range. Make him hunt.
Matt firing off the kicks early in the fight.
Right there.
Yeah,
Find
he's
it,
got
find it
good
right
kicks,
there.
man.
That side, don't
That was a
get too
beautiful
twisted
question
on
mark
it.
kick that slapped Antonio in the face.
Catch it with the elbows.
He wore it well, though.
He's going wide.
A lot of
We go
power
down
from
middle,
Antonio
we go
Hernandez.
wide.
Swinging hard. There's a little bit of holes there. Matt Robertson throws a head kick, hits the mat.
We can't hunt for
He's
the
looking
we're
for
gonna-
that head kick bonus.
Go to work.
He's got
Settle
very
it.
Antonio
active
Hernandez is heavy on the top with the elbow in the neck.
See if Antonio just lets him cook here for a little bit, try and kill his hips.
Watch your left leg. Use the right leg. Use the right hand to push the head. Then work your
Matt doing a
leg.
good job of getting up, but he's in guillotine trouble right here.
Watch your neck. There we go. Good defense. Good defense. Stay tight. Club with your right hands from the underhook.
Robinson looking to advance past the half guard. He's got him flattened out. He's got the far side underhook. Antonio doing a good job of being heavy on top of Robinson.
Yeah,
neutralizing
using his
the hips.
forearms to frame.
Right there. Watch your
Oh,
back.
Matt
Robinson
gives the
exposed
back
his
and
back.
then hits the
Oh.
swirl. Oh, nice
Nice.
job by Matt Robertson.
But Antonio wants that neck. He was hunting it earlier. He's gonna. Matt's gonna have to hide his neck as he comes in for these techniques.
Be smart, Matthew. Don't dig into it. Break, disengage, knee up the middle. Disengage. Disengage.
Robinson's corner calling for him to disengage, but he's stuck on the fence right
Stay right
there, throwing the
shoulder
big
pressure,
knees right
shoulder
up the
pressure.
middle.
Watch your left leg. He's going to throw you from right there. There we go. Find
And
him,
both
find
fighters
him.
back
Now
to
we
the
shuffle.
center.
Now we shuffle.
Oh, Robinson slips again. Big up kick from Robinson.
Watch the head.
Good front
He's
headlock.
trying to sit
He's
up,
looking to
don't
lock
choke
in the
right there.
Darce.
Grab his
Yeah, that
right
front
arm.
headlock is kind of a sneaky position. A lot of guys like Makachev are sitting in Darces from there, so Matt Robertson
Oh,
hits the
slick
roll
back
and
take.
takes the back.
Nice
So
back
slick.
take. My goodness.
What a slick move right there by the Maverick, Matt Robertson.
He's got the bottom hook in. That's the most important hook on the back.
Looking for the rear naked choke now on Antonio Hernandez. Only 18 seconds left.
This is a good place to finish the round for Matt. Leave the round with some confidence. Win first round.
Work your way up. Work your way up.
Oh, he's transitioning to armbar. Told you his ground game was slick.
Yeah, he's moving all over the
Ooh, that was close.
big arm bar at the bell, but the bell saves Antonio Hernandez. Matt Robertson looked serious in that fight.
He got up and walked to his corner with a look of confidence in his face.
I tell you what, Antonio Hernandez is built like a firecracker. Small and very, very powerfully built. Matt Robertson slipped a couple times on some kicks, hit the mat, but great performance so far by both guys.
I think this is one of those fights where both fighters are really not doing anything wrong. One is just doing something a little bit better than the other. It's incredible to see how polished these guys are so close to their pro careers. Round 2 is about to start. Brant Sherman, Injury Lawyers, title fight at 135 pounds. Round 2, here we go.
Head down, chin down. Right there.
Matt coming out firing the kicks again. Antonio answers with a leg kick of his own.
Step over it, right there. Send it, right there, 2.
Antonio seeming to be loading up that hand. He kind of sneaks in. He's trying to get it in over the top.
He is a little bit. Matt Robertson seems to be taking advantage of that with some timing. Antonio Hernandez trying to step behind the knee of Matt Robertson and get a takedown.
Your right leg around. Right there.
Good knee to the liver by Matt Robertson. That little tabletop takedown by Antonio Hernandez almost worked again right there.
I mean, he's like dynamite. He just explodes, and he's able almost hit a heel stab to get Robertson to the ground. Oh.
Matt
Robertson
Robertson
going for the
hits the
armbar.
mat again.
Looked like he threw a knee and maybe slipped a little bit right there.
Yeah, he slipped a lot in this fight so far. He's battling up from half guard to single leg.
You gotta get your right leg out, Matthew. There we go. Sweep.
He's
Maybe get
deep
some
in a single
elevation.
fly, yep.
Butterfly sweep. Butterfly go.
Watch him transition to a leg lock position from here as well.
You can transition to leg as well.
Oh, Matt Reed hits a
beautiful.
sweep and gets on top.
Old school sweep to the top. Love
Nice
it.
job by Matt Reed by Matt Robertson from that single fly guard.
Head in the neck. There we go. Step around. Wrist
And as
control.
Robinson wears Hernandez down, that explosiveness is getting, not as intense as the fight goes
You
on.
got to remember, this is a 5-round fight, so
Kick you up. Get your hands down. Keep your
Antonio
hands down.
Hernandez is still tight on there. Yes, sir.
Stay there. Small pop shots.
I'll look for Robinson to posture here and start throwing bombs from the top.
When we
He's doing a good
posture,
job.
make sure we don't explode too much. Head over the head.
He's doing a good job of killing the butterfly hooks as he's tucking the heels to the butt.
He's gonna try to throw something up off his back.
We're going to cancel that other interview.
Robinson just doing a good job of not giving him any room against the cage to work. As long as he keeps his arms out of danger here, can kind of posture up, throw some bombs, he'll be all right here.
Antonio Hernandez is still tough on the bottom, still throwing up good jiu-jitsu, feet on the hips, rotating his hips, but Matt Robertson is staying grimy on top.
He's doing
keeping
a
his
good
head right in front of Antonio's head and throwing good ground and pound.
Doing an excellent job of giving him nowhere to move except for one space, and that space is just going to open up the back position. Oh, Robinson.
Matthew
passes the
Robertson
guard.
jumps the guard. He's in a single fly, throwing bombs. 10 seconds left.
This is another good finish to a round for Robinson. Finished on the back. Oh, he locks in the back again.
Matt Robertson looking for that sick finish.
This has got to be the crispest I've ever seen Robinson.
Finishes the second round in a submission. And he looks fresh as a daisy after. Matt Robertson's cardio is ridiculous. 3 more rounds.
Antonio came to fight. The problem is that Matt Robinson's not letting him fight his fight. That's what it comes down to. He's doing a good job of keeping him on the back. You can tell Antonio maybe wants to try his hands on the, try his luck on the feet with his hands. But Robertson doing a good job of just imposing his will and giving Hernandez no room to work whatsoever.
Sure.
Once again, shout out to our sponsors, Barcheck Spine and Joint, sponsoring our ring cards, as well as Gulf of America,
And
our
Brand
post-fight.
and Sherman Injury Lawyers sponsoring this fight. Round number 3, RFC Amateur Bantamweight title on the line. Antonio Hernandez, Matt Robertson laughing at each other, ready to scrap, baby. These are the kind of fights we're looking to put on at RFC.
Don't get so high. We just touch it. We just touch it. Watch for the big explosion.
Good calf kick by Matt Robertson. Switches to southpaw.
When he tries to come up the middle, we stop it. Right there. Control the
I love
head
the way
off
Matt's
hook.
kind of using
Right
his kicks not to
there.
let Antonio close that distance.
Outside leg, outside leg.
Matt Robertson has become much more surgical over the last couple years with his striking.
We fight or fight.
Matt is sponsored by and works at Bayou Rum out in the Crowley Rain area.
Right there. How we falling in, we don't fall.
Ooh, big shot by
Big
Hernandez.
right hand by Hernandez. Robertson just circles it off.
Ooh, big head kick.
Head kick by Matt Robertson.
Fouls it up with a beautiful knee
Definitely
sequence.
hurts Antonio Hernandez, backs him in the fence and gets caught in a body lock. Really put a head kick on him, looking for that bonus.
Don't jump down, we stand and do it, because he's short.
Matt Robertson working that inside position. Antonio Hernandez looking for a takedown.
Get your frame across.
Matt Robertson with a Uchimata gets on top.
And he's going
Starts
back to
beating
the
up
back again.
Antonio Hernandez. He's got one hook in and the arm trapped. Looking for that rear naked choke is Matt Robertson.
Just putting on a clinic right now from that position.
Just dominant position. Good hip switch on the fence. Can't get his left hook in, so he's dominating with the hip control.
Switch hands on it when
Matt Robinson putting on a veteran performance.
He's okay with Antonio going 2-on-1 on that wrist that frees up the other hand to blast him in the face.
Definitely showing everyone in the crowd why he may not be an amateur anymore.
And I mean, we've seen this kid develop right in front of our eyes down here.
Absolutely. Antonio Hernandez got no quit in him, though. He's fighting out everything.
There we go.
He gives up the mount. Matt Robertson's heavy in the mount, throwing a heavy ground and pound trapped up against the fence.
Oh, he's got that good. Oh, he had that Dagestani handcuff for a little bit.
Yeah.
Look for the Americana.
That Khabib Nurmagomedov flavor. We got 35 seconds left. Matt Robertson dominating this second round.
Just in control from bell to bell.
Yeah. Sorry, third round. Head and arm choke. Matt Robertson's going for that head and arm choke on the left side. He's got it. He's pressuring it. It's heavy right
Once
now.
he knee cuts, and there it
He's not
is.
letting Antonio Hernandez get out of here.
Antonio's
10
going to try. Oh,
seconds.
beautiful.
10 seconds.
Strong finish from Matt. Once again on the back.
Matt Robertson putting on a performance here in the third round of the bantamweight title.
He looks ready for more right now. Give that man 5 minutes.
Matt Robertson strolls back to the corner.
Incredible event so far. Everybody in the crowd loving the action. Men, women, children. I got my daughter Lucy here. She's jumping from all the action as well.
Wesley, Audrey, Henry, they all here. My wife's here. Great fights tonight. The crowd is packed. No one's going nowhere.
Like we said, we just want to give a shout out to our sponsor for this fight, Brandt Sherman Injury Lawyers. Kyle Sherman, Charles Brandt, Bobby Brandt.
Both guys looking tired in the corner. We got 2 left for this bantamweight RFC title fight.
There's
Here
the
we
whistle.
go. Corners out, on our feet. Back to war, baby. Antonio Hernandez is exhausted and laughing in the corner. Both guys ready for battle. Scrap fest. Here we go, round number 4.
Oh, another big head kick.
Watch the angle of that.
Matt Robertson shoots, but Antonio Hernandez gets to the back. Matt Robertson rolls with a Granby into a single leg, into a half guard with an underhook. He's working to battle up, but Antonio Hernandez meets him there with a big frame to the neck.
And these exchanges aren't going to get any easier as the fight goes on. The sweat makes things slick. What would have been a good grip earlier in the fight is no longer a good grip anymore.
Slippery, slippery, nasty fight. Matt Robertson looking to get back to the guard. Antonio Hernandez looking to knee cut.
Matt lives in these situations in the gym, though, so he's no stranger right here. Beautiful butterfly hooks to kind of get the elevation on the hips and create the space.
Oh, Matt Robertson sits up from butterfly guard to go butterfly guard, double leg takedown, and puts Antonio in the fence. Matt Robertson's got a knee cut in the left hand, and he's giving him the business. But Antonio Hernandez has got no quit in him. He battles back to 1 foot.
Good snap down, and look, there goes Robinson back to that back position again.
Robertson back to his guard, though.
Triangle.
And he's in the triangle.
Oh, that's deep. That's deep.
4th round, it's Matt Robertson wins via triangle choke in the 4th round.
What a finish. What a finish from Matt Robertson. Brilliant display of mixed martial arts. Excellent job. Wow, such a great performance by Matt Robinson. Deserves that title belt. Kudos to Antonio Hernandez stepping up on late notice, taking a very tough fight. Incredible performance by both of these guys. Sometimes it just go your way. And look at that, here we go. We got Matt Robinson locking in that filthy triangle. He hit the angle on it. The arm in, shoulder was hidden. Beautiful squeeze. Hey, incredible performance right there. Let's go ahead, let's kick it to Bryce Boudreaux with our official announcement of the winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, official Basil Bam Bam Baju calling a stoppage to the action at 1 minute, 35 seconds in round number 4. Declaring your winner by submission via triangle choke. Fighting out of the red corner, Matthew Maverick Robertson. Ladies and gentlemen, your new RFC Amateur Bantamweight Champion, Matthew Maverick Robertson.